Keke Palmer drags Kylie for being fake on social media.
Selena gets emotional over this item she kept from her Disney Channel days.
And Fifth Harmony responds to Justin canceling his tour.
All that and more on today's Rundown.
Today's episode of DHR is brought to you by M&M's Caramel Chocolate Candies. Hey guys, welcome back to the Daily Hollywood Rundown. I'm your host, Viv, here with Emil. Happy Friday, Emil.
Happy Friday.
It's almost the weekend.
I want some M&Ms.
I want some M&Ms too here. But first, Emil, later in the episode, I just have to tell you, we are going to talk about Madison Beer, who finally spoke out about these dating rumors with, not David Beckham, Brooklyn Beckham.
Well, that would be a story.
They're both very hot. But let's get started with what? With Keke Palmer?
Yeah, she's talking about Kylie. All right, Viv. So Keke Palmer sat down with Yahoo Beauty, and she had a lot to say about Kylie Jenner and the Kardashians, and we can talk about whether or not you agree or disagree, or if you just her opinion.
It's just her opinion.
So when sitting down with Yahoo Beauty to promote her upcoming role on Berlin Station and her new YouTube series, That's the Gag, which is hilarious, by the way, the site asked Keke about how she stays true to herself, and she got candid about owning her flaws and how she feels bad for the Kardashian women. Keke believes that many people, including the Kardashians, have gone to great lengths to make themselves look perfect so that people on the internet can't bully them. She says, quote, "In the sense of the Kardashians, it's like I'm going to show you so much perfect and be everything a woman should be or everything a man would like or love, and I'm going to be exactly that so you can't bully me anymore." An example of the bullying she seems to be referencing is Kylie's first appearance in the spotlight. Keke went on to call out Kylie for being particularly inauthentic. You had a young girl people have seen on television since she was a kid, and they literally told her she was so ugly, the ugly person in the family. She went and did apparently everything the world deems as beautiful. The even crazier part is that everybody loves her for it. However, Kylie continues to deny that she's had any plastic surgery done on her body. So the question that people are asking, and by people, we, do you think that Keke went too far, or if she's just stating her opinion?
I think she's just stating her opinion, whether Kardashian and Jenner fans like it or not, and I kind of agree with a few little things, because I feel like, yes, they do put out this image of like perfect, perfect, perfect. I remember I tweeted, because I was at the gym and I was like squatting, and I'm like, and I put a picture of myself side by side Kylie, and I'm like, goals. And then someone said, no, Viv, you're never gonna look like that, because she probably had a little bit of work done, a little bit of help.
And here's the thing, I completely agree with Keke stating her opinion, and like you said, I agree with a lot of things she said as well. But the thing is, like, honestly, I don't care. Do whatever you want to do to make yourself feel great. I just don't like if you do have that work done, I just like when people are open about it and say, I've had this done, because then it's like, at least people know that they can't just naturally get that way, and they can't aspire to be that way. But if you want to make yourself look better and you feel that makes you look better, then go for it. I'm not a huge fan of plastic surgery.
Yeah. And Keke's very outspoken, so let's not take things the wrong way from her. I think she was just giving her opinion.
Yeah, I love her.
And in other news, Fifth Harmony announced their self-titled album this week, which made everybody so excited. And last night they gave a little interview on a red carpet where they were at, and this is what they had to say regarding being the happiest they've ever been.
We're the happiest we've ever been, and so many exciting things are happening for us right now, so we're doing incredible.
I mean, I'm happy for them. I'm glad that they feel the happiest they've ever been. And this was yesterday at the Beverly Hills red carpet for the iGo Live app launch party with Entertainment Tonight. So the group also gushed about what to expect from their second album.
Maybe the most genuine sound we've ever had, like authentic.
It just shows the growth that we've had. We've been able to co-write with the producers and the writers. It's just so important that we get involved, and I think that's the part that we fought for this time around, and it's just super special to us.
Ellie spoke about the group being the closest they've ever been. So again, the girls are just sharing their thoughts. They're happy where they are. They did speak about Justin Bieber recently canceling his tour, and they kind of said that they understand him.
I mean, we support him and we support happiness. We know what it feels like, especially being on the road, and we're super family oriented. Like for me, I get homesick a lot. So, I mean, he was on tour for about 18 months, right? That's a long time.
No one cancels a tour unless it's like damaging for them to continue. He probably had a very good reason.
He needed it.
I mean, I'm so glad that they came together and kind of just said, you know what, we feel for you, Justin. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. I'm just glad that they're happy, because it can definitely be difficult when a group breaks up.
Yes.
But while they're happy about that, I'm happy about these M&Ms.
I wonder what Camila has to say about all this. I'm just kidding. No. Yeah, I'm happy about these M&Ms too, because they have caramel and they're so chewy.
Yeah.
We can't stop eating them. After the episodes, guys, I'm always like, I need some milk.
All right, Viv, so Madison Beer, there's been some dating rumors. It's not David Beckham, it's Brooklyn Beckham.
They're both so handsome.
Okay,
father and son.
Father and son. I was at Catch last Thursday,
Wow.
and Madison and Brooklyn walked right past me, and then it was all in the press the next day because right behind me, she was sitting there with Victoria Beckham, blah, blah. So that just escalated the rumors, but Madison is finally speaking out and she has a lot to say. So in a recent interview with Build series, Madison tells the host that she is very much single, but not ready to mingle, saying, I'm 18, just trying to navigate my life and I'm having fun and there's obviously boys I can crush on, but I'm very much single. And then when the host asked about Brooklyn, you have to see her reaction.
I've known Brooklyn for years. We've been really close, and like just as we've gotten older and I'm like newly out of a long relationship, you know, we definitely are like crushing on each other, but we're both very busy, and I just think it's like, I don't know, man.
During the interview, she also reveals that they share the exact same birthday and they are indeed BFFs, but he is moving to New York in about 2 weeks, so she is just being realistic. She's also very vocal about one thing. She talks about how, because you know she was dating Jack and they had like that abusive relationship, and she's very vocal about that, but she talks about how there is a double standard where with girls, if they're seen out with even one guy, it's automatically dating rumors.
I know.
And then she talks about she's being slut-shamed and all these different things. So she speaks about how she wants to be somebody who can be like an advocate against those things.
That just because you hang out with a dude doesn't mean it's your boyfriend. And you know, it's so funny that you pointed out that she was with the family. She's probably just friends with him and the parents. I mean, what's the big deal?
Well, so when Sinead and I first started appearing together on social media, like we would take a picture together, people were like, oh, is that your boyfriend? We're like, no, I'm gay, so there's a problem there. But no, she's really great, and I'm glad that she's finally clearing the air, but they're just BFFs.
Oh, well, that's good. Okay, Emil, and in other news, Selena Gomez reveals that she has the Wizards wand framed, and she got a little emotional, just like we all did.
I get emotional.
Selena Gomez recently answered questions from Disney stars at Radio Disney, and there's one answer that is giving us all the feels. Jenna Ortega asked Selena if she still ever pretends to be her Wizards of Waverly Place character Alex Russo. You gotta see Selena's answer.
I think I am Alex Russo. I think that's the thing. You know what I do miss, though? I do miss having my wand in my boots, because that's what I always used to carry. And I actually have my wand. People don't know that, but I actually have it framed. And it's really cute, and I'm very emotional when I talk about it.
Oh, you're still a wizard to us too, Selena. Well, Selena also answered a question from Sabrina Carpenter about how good of a liar she is, and Selena is pretty honest.
Interesting question, because I am an actor, and the character I played for a really long time was very good at lying. So I would say I'm about a 5.
Hashtag her song Bad Liar, right?
Right? I freaking loved Wizards. Any like witch show, Sabrina Teenage Witch, or the Twitches movie with Tia, and I love all that stuff.
We're still waiting for the Wizards of Waverly Place reunion. Will it happen? I don't know, but I want to see. Happen. I mean, I want to see their characters like years later with kids and still hanging out. Maybe a Netflix show.
Viv, let's just start pitching this.
Yeah.
We'll talk to some execs and we'll get this for you guys. So yesterday, Kim and Chloe went to Beverly Hills and they went to Kim's old house, gave her Snapchat fans a full tour.
I watched it. It was so cool.
So cool. But the funny thing is, the new owner still has Kim's old furniture.
Can anyone guess where I'm at? You guys, this is so nostalgic. My old house. Do you guys remember this? My old house. And look, they kept all of my old furniture, every last piece of mine. Everything is exactly the same.
So this is the house where some of Kim's favorite Keeping Up the Kardashian scenes went down, including that time her mom, Kris, TP'd her house.
You guys, this is where they TP'd my house. Do you remember? They TP'd the whole front, right here, and my gate. This floor and heels never went together.
And little did we know, Kim discovered one of Bravo's TV stars before they did. Kim revealed $1 Million Listings Josh Altman has been her realtor since before he was a huge star.
But Josh has been my realtor since like my first condo near Robertson. Yes. Before there was a show, Dancing with the Stars before he was condo. A famous realtor on a TV show, and he got me this house, so we came in, but this is where Rob sat. This is where, oh my God, right there is where Mom and I had the food fight at the welcoming party when I moved in.
Oh, the memories. Who can forget that epic food fight between Kim and Chris?
Yes, I know. I love it. Imagine a food fight with your mom. Like that? I'm just kidding. Sorry, you probably don't want a food fight with M&Ms, but it made me hungry. You know what? I love keeping up with the Kardashians, and it was great that she did that little Snapchat tour.
So Kim continued to tour the entire house, pointing out that even her bedroom's bedding was still exactly the same, which is kind of weird to me. Finally, Kim took a peek inside her legendary glam room where the new tenants still have her KK logos on the wall. And while pulling away from the house, Kim let us in on a secret. Her old house is next door to the home where she grew up with Kris and Bruce Jenner. Kim's Beverly Hills pad is the one she resided in before getting pregnant and moving in with her mom in Calabasas, and then finally with Kanye in Bel Air.
I mean, I love the glam room with the KKs, but I don't know about the bedding too.
That's so weird. Like, that's almost like a weird shrine. Like, oh, wait, can you imagine, like, if I invite you over and friends come to visit, come up to my bedroom, I still have Kim Kardashian's bedding. Like, that's just
like fun fact. I know, that's a little weird, but hey,
weird.
You do you. All right, guys, but that's a wrap. Okay, I need to know, if you guys bought Kim Kardashian's mansion, would you keep the bedding and the pillows and all that?
And also, what did you think of what Madison Beer had to say about those dating rumors? Let us know in the comments section below. And
yes.
I guess have a great weekend.
Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. Make sure to hit us up on Instagram at VivianFabiolaV and
at EmailInishJr. And we'll see you next time,
See you
guys.
next week. Bye. For more, click left for all the details on Justin Bieber accidentally running over a photographer.
Or click right to witness Selena Gomez's slightly twisted fetish music video.
Thanks again to M&M's Caramel Chocolate Candies for sponsoring today's episode.